name's Liz, I'm the baker that sews. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you're a subscriber. As always, it's really lovely to have you here as I share my sewing journey. So welcome back to my channel. Today's video is one of my Sunday sewing catch-ups, and I've got loads of different things that I wanted to share with you today. So last weekend I just shared fabric, and then I mentioned that I would be talking about all the different things that I've been sewing, but I have had more fabric arrive, and I wanted to talk about a few other things that are coming up. So it is just going to be like one of my Sunday sewing catch-ups, like a roundup of lots of different things. So I have got my notebook because I've got lots of details of things that I'd like to share with you. So before I dive into all of that, I'll let you know what I'm wearing. And I'm going to take this gilet off in a second because it's actually quite warm, but I just wanted to show the whole outfit. And I've got photos of me wearing this outfit, and I've got a little video as well, so you can just see what the outfit looks like together. But I have got the I Am Heather, I think it's called the I Am Heather vest, or I call it like a gilet, like jacket. So it's fully lined. It's got this lovely cotton floral fabric that I think I got from Sew Me Sunshine years ago. And then this quilted iridescent pink puffer fabric is from Fabric Godmother. They always do the best quilted fabrics. That's where I get all of my quilted fabrics from. Absolutely stunning. I've got the patch pockets on the front. You can do welt pockets, but I chose to put patch pockets on. And then it's got a zip. If I just zip it up so you can see, it does go all the way up to the top. And then there is a hood as well. I don't know if you can see the hood. There's the hood. I like that you get that little peek of the flowers. Ooh, I am going to take it off though because it is very warm. And then I've just got on a Tilly in the Buttons Freya jumper with the long sleeve. Then I've just got that tucked into my trousers. I've got one of my Smile and Make necklaces on because the denim fabric that my trousers are made in, I've got rainbows on and they've got sunshine, so I thought I'd wear that necklace. I love wearing necklaces when I've got a plain top on. Then I've just got some little heart earrings from Sapphire Frills. I wanted the necklace to do all the talking. And then the trousers are the Closet Core Pietra trousers in wide leg in this amazing denim fabric from Fabric Godmother. And I wasn't sure, I talked about this ages ago, I wasn't sure if this would work, these trousers would work in a denim because they're elasticated in the back. But actually I don't feel like there's too much bulk in the back, and because I've got a really fitted top on, I feel like they work. I'm just going to push my chair out of the way just so you can see what they look like. No pockets in the back. I went to put my hands in pockets, no pockets in the back, because you've got these amazing deep pockets at the front, and I really love the construction. The pockets are fully lined. And then you top stitch because the front of the trousers have got a facing, and when you've attached the facing you top stitch down here to keep it in place, and also down here, so it makes the front really nice and flat on the trousers. And then you've obviously got the elastic in the back as well. I really love these trousers. I'll stand on my chair so you can kind of see the wide leg. They're not like super wide legged, but they are. And then they've got a seam that goes down here as well because you've got panels for the trousers. I really love these trousers. These I've worn so many times already. I've worn them with my Freya tops. Sorry, my hair's a mess now. I've worn them with my True Bias Nico tops that I've got. I've also worn them with a vest top and then just a woolly jumper over the top. Sometimes I've tucked the jumper in, sometimes I've just left it loose. But yeah, I've got a couple of pairs of picture trousers that I've made recently, and I really love how comfortable they are. So I've definitely got plans to sew up a few more versions of the picture trousers. So that is what I'm wearing. So I'm going to start by letting you know all the things that I've been sewing. Then I've got some fabrics, I've got a couple of patterns to talk about. There's a sewing challenge coming up, so I thought I'd share what some of my ideas are for that. And then I've got loads of projects. I spent ages cutting some things out, so I've got projects that I can just grab and do a little bit of sewing here and there. So I thought I'd share those with you as well. So I'll start with the things that I've been sewing up. And the first one wasn't on my radar to get it cut out and sewn up, but I did pre-wash the fabric, and then I tried lots of different patterns with this fabric. I was going to turn it into the Tilly in the Buttons Lyra shirt dress, but I couldn't make it work with the pattern pieces. So instead I've gone with probably one of my favourite dress patterns at the moment. It's the Fabric Godmother Fleur dress. So it's got the ties down the front, you've got the placket behind the ties, so it covers up your modesty. You've got these gorgeous voluminous sleeves, and then they're finished with a little cuff. This fabric was a cotton fabric that I got from Hey Sis Sister. I don't know if they've got any of this left. It's this beautiful checked cotton fabric. It's really light and it feels really breathable. And then I've got pockets. I had to take a little bit off the length of the skirt because I didn't have enough of this fabric. So it's ever so slightly shorter than the fleur pattern, but on me it still stops well below my knee, which is perfect. I will see if I can get photos of me wearing this dress because I haven't actually got pictures of me wearing it yet, but I think this is going to be perfect when the weather warms up a little bit. We are starting to get some warmer days in the UK. It was a little bit chilly still today, which is why I've got a polo neck on and I needed my I Am Heather vest. But I'm very excited about being able to wear this when the weather warms up a little bit. And I think it's going to be perfect for those lovely warm summer days because this fabric is so lovely and light. I sew up a size 10 in the fleur dress. I probably could size down, but I do like that kind of oversized look, but I also like it being quite loose and floaty on me. So I probably could, based on how it fits on me, I probably could size down because it is meant to be quite oversized. And the fleur dress, I've got the details, comes in sizes 6 to 30. And in terms of fabric recommendations for the fleur dress, they recommend cotton poplin, linen and lightweight denim. Now, I love this pattern and I've sewn it up loads. I haven't sewn it in a lightweight denim, but I have got a couple of pieces of denim in my fabric stash that I thought maybe they might work for the fleur. So I think I might give it a try in denim. A lightweight denim. They do suggest that you can use a heavier weight denim if you want to sew a version up for the autumn winter. I've sewn it up in a needle cord and that works really nicely for the autumn, just paired with tights and some boots. But yeah, I'm really excited about wearing this one in the spring. Hopefully we'll get some warmer days, and in the summer. I'll link all of the patterns I talk about and any fabrics where possible down below if they're still in stock. If they're not in stock, I'll just link the shops that I bought the fabric from. But I got that fabric from Hey So Sister and I've had it for a while, so I'm really pleased that I've turned it into something. Now the next thing that I have got sewn up, I don't think I've shared this because I sewed it up a couple of weeks ago, and this was for Ruby, and it was using this petrol blue sweatshirting fabric. It's like a fleece back sweatshirting fabric that I got from First for Fabrics, and I was hoping it would match an idea of something I'd seen in Next, and I've shared those images lots before. I will pop another image in so you can see, but it was the wrong shade for what I was hoping for. Completely my fault. It did say petrol blue and that's exactly what it is. So I used the fabric to sew up the CC joggers and the Drew sweatshirt for Ruby. I told Ruby my plans to put this stripe down the side of the joggers and also on the sleeve of the jumper, and they really liked the idea of that contrast of the rainbow against the blue. They also really liked the colour of the fabric. So I used two patterns from Tilly and the Buttons, as I said, the CC joggers, and the CC joggers you can sew up as joggers or you can sew up as shorts, and they come in, let me just find the information, they come in a size UK 6 to 34, and they are a mid-rise joggers and a mid-rise shorts. And in terms of fabric for that, they recommend sweatshirt fleece and French terry. I've sewn the joggers and the jumper up for myself, and I sew up a Tilly and the Buttons 3, which is a UK 10, and it's got the right amount of kind of ease in the jumper and the joggers to feel really comfortable without being too oversized. And then for Rubes, I've sewn up the Tilly and the Buttons 2, which I believe is a UK 8. So that, again, they've got a little bit of movement and ease in the joggers and the jumper. And then the joggers, not the joggers, I've just talked about the joggers. And then the jumper is called the Tilly and the Buttons Drew jumper. You can sew a cropped version or you can sew a hip length version. In terms of fabrics, it's the same fabric recommendations for the Drew as it is for the CC. So sweatshirt fleece, French terry, and it comes in the same sizes 6 to 34. And I've sewn up a 2, which is a UK 8 for Rubes for this as well. So these are the joggers. I went with the same colour fabric for the cuffs and also for the waistband. I haven't put a drawstring in yet, but I have done the buttonholes. I'm just waiting to find the right colour cord. If anyone's got suggestions of where I can find the right colour cord, please let me know. I'm looking for a petrol blue cord, or maybe a rainbow cord to match the stripe. And then we've got this lovely jersey, rainbow jersey stripe going down the side as well. Both of these fabrics were from First for Fabrics. So that's the joggers. And then the jumper, I went for the cropped version, but what we decided to do in the end, because I did use the sweatshirting fabric for the neckband and for the cuffs and for the hemband, but then when I went to attach it onto the hemband, the fabric didn't have enough stretch. I should really have used ribbing. So I went with it for the neckband and that worked absolutely fine. Went for it with the cuff and again that was absolutely fine. But when I tried to attach it to the hemband, it just wouldn't fit and it ended up looking absolutely awful. And then when Rubes tried this on, they didn't like how cropped it was. They didn't want it to be hip length, but they didn't want it too cropped. So I ended up attaching quite a deep band in the rainbow jersey. And they really like where that stops now. So we've ended up with a much deeper band than the pattern calls for on the hemband. And then with the sleeves, there's a colour blocked option. So I just went for the rainbow jersey for the sleeve, and then the normal, and then the petrol blue for the rest of the sleeve. And I've done the same on the other side. They absolutely love wearing the jumper and the joggers together. They've worn them to school loads because they don't have a uniform policy at the school that they attend, because they go to a specialist school. And they've really loved wearing them. They're really comfortable, and they've had lots of compliments on the joggers and the jumper as well, which is really lovely. So I'm really pleased with that, and like I said, worn them absolutely loads already, so I know they're going to continue getting lots and lots of wear out of them. And then I've already talked about the picture trousers, so I've sewn these up recently. I'll just tell you about the pattern. It's a closet core pattern, and they come in sizes 0 to 32. There's three views actually. I was going to say there's two. There's a view A, which is the wide leg. So that's the version that I like to sew up. There's a view B, which is the tapered leg. And I have sewn that up, but years and years and years ago. My body shape has changed, so I don't really like the tapered leg on me. And then there's a view C, which is the shorts version. And again, I've sewn up quite a few pairs of the shorts versions. The pockets are great if you're wearing the shorts on holiday because you can fit loads in your pockets. In terms of fabric recommendations, they recommend linen, chambray, denim, twill, rayon, tencel and silk, so a huge range of fabrics. And obviously if you're using a more structured fabric, you're going to get more of a structured look, but if you use a drapier fabric, you're going to get more of a drapey look. And I sew up a size 10 based on my measurements. If I'm honest, I probably could size down, because when it came to inserting the elastic, actually I ended up using half the measurement of the suggested amount of elastic. And that was just to pull them in and make them fit across my waist. So I probably could size down. I really like the way that they fit around my tummy. I really like where they sit on my waist as well. They're really comfortable. So these are definitely going to be my go-to trousers in the future. I've already made, like I said, 3 pairs recently, and I just absolutely love wearing all of the different versions. And then the final thing that I've been sewing, there's 3 more things. I was going to say the final thing, but actually I've got 3 more things to share with you. So the next thing, I had some of this denim left over. I'm just going to hold it up on the hanger. I think I've got photos of me wearing this dress. Yes, I think I have. So I can put images in. But this is the Tammy Handmade Margot Pinafore, which I was a pattern tester for. And then I've used this cotton poplin. I can't remember what this is called, but this was from Hazel's sister. I had an offcut of that. And I've used that on the inside, and you don't see that on the outside at all. It's been top stitched, so you don't get a kind of little glimmer of that fabric. So I was worried. I really loved how the colours match the fabric, but what I didn't want to do is have too much of a clash, but you can't see that because it's just lining. And then I've got pockets on the front, which are actually quite hard to see. I decided to lengthen this version because my previous versions were actually quite short, so I decided to add a couple of inches onto this version as well. I really love this pinafore. I've worn it with this Freya top underneath, and then I've got a really cute like little raindrop necklace which I've worn with it. Because it's a V-neck, one of these necklaces would kind of get in the way of the fabric, and I think it would clash too much with the fabric. So I've just got a really pretty like raindrop necklace that I've just paired with that as well. I've paired this with a jumper, blue jumper underneath. I've paired it with a pink jumper. I've got a purple jumper, which I thought might work as well, or a black top that I can wear underneath as well. But I really love the Margot Pinafore. I love how it fits, and I love how it feels on my body as well. So really enjoyed sewing that one up. So I've sewn 3 versions of the Margot Pinafore so far. Absolutely love it. So the Margot Pinafore is a pattern by Tammy Handmade, and it comes in sizes UK 6 to 32. So there are 2 different neckline options. You can do a V-neck or you can do a square neck. I've only ever done the V-neck so far. And in terms of fabrics, they recommend cotton, linen, twill, corduroy, denim or canvas. And then they recommend a lightweight cotton, like a cotton poplin, for the lining as well. Then I've got 2 more things that I've sewn up. I think the first one I've already talked about, but I don't think I've actually shown it in a video, so I thought I'd show it. And then I finally got around to making some shorts for my husband as well to match. The first one is an hoodie by Petite Stitchery, and it is called the Harlan Blanket Hoodie. So I sewed this up for Ruby and Lola in like a fleece fabric, and then my husband loved it that much that he said, could I make one for him? So that is exactly what I've done. And you might remember, if you've watched my videos before, that I've shared this fabric from Rainbow Fabrics. It's like it's got oranges all over it on a pale blue background. So I used this fabric to sew up the Harlan hoodie. But what he wanted me to do was to extend it, because it's not meant to be as long as the one that I've made for him. So I've extended it so it stops just above his knees. It's got a hood on it. You've got a drawstring. And then it's also, you're probably not going to be able to see, but it's got kangaroo pouch pocket. He loves this. He wears it all the time. And then the sleeves are finished with elastic at the end of the sleeve. So that's the hoodie that I've sewn up for him. So it's called the Harlan Blanket Hoodie by Petite Stitchery, and I sewed up a small medium for him. Which is a 34 to 36 inch chest measurement, 31 to 33 inch waist measurement, and a 36 to 38 inch hip measurement. And it's got the right amount of room in it for him. And like I said, I extended the length of it for him. In terms of fabrics for the Harlan Blanket Hoodie, they recommend knit with 25% two-way stretch, like a Sherpa, fleece or sweatshirting. The fabric I used is a loop back sweatshirting fabric, and it worked absolutely fine. And then he wanted some matching shorts to go with it, and I did have enough of the fabric left over to make some shorts. And I was watching the Fold line. I think it was one of their like roundup of pattern releases, which are always dangerous videos to watch because I always end up wanting to buy all of the patterns that they talk about. Anyway, they mentioned the I Am Patterns Mowgli joggers and shorts pattern, which is a new release by I Am Patterns. And I bought it instantly because it's exactly what I've been looking for. So I've just sewn him up a really simple pair of shorts. They're elasticated. There is an option to do a drawstring, and I've done the buttonholes ready to put the drawstring in, but I don't have the right colour drawstring. So I just need to find like an orange, a blue or a green cord that I can put in as a drawstring. It's got pockets. And then I did extend the length. I think I added an inch on because he wanted them longer than what the pattern recommends. And then on the back, we've just got some patch pockets there. He's worn these to death as well. He absolutely loves wearing them. As soon as he gets home from work or as soon as he gets up in the morning, he pops these on, he pops his hoodie on, and he's really happy. So I'm really pleased that I was able to get those shorts sewn up. So it's the Mowgli pattern, and you can sew up joggers and shorts. And you can put pockets on the shorts, or you can choose not to put pockets on. It comes in sizes extra, extra small up to extra, extra, extra large. And I sewed up a medium, which is a 33 inch waist and a 37 inch hip, and they fit him perfectly. And because it's an elasticated waist, it makes it even easier to fit. So I could just measure the elastic, check that he felt that that was really comfortable, and then stitch it up for him. So I'm really pleased that I've got some shorts sewn up to match the hoodie as well. So that was everything that I have been sewing up over the last couple of weeks. I haven't shared recent makes, so it has been over the last couple of weeks. I haven't actually been able to do any sewing this weekend because I've been too busy. And next weekend I probably won't end up doing any sewing, but I am hoping to sneak in a little bit of sewing this evening. We've had lots of people over and we've been out and about for Mother's Day, so it's been very busy. So that's everything that I have been busy making over the last couple of weeks. So now I've got some beautiful fabrics to share with you. And the first fabric is a fabric I saw at the Stitch Festival last weekend, but I resisted it because I bought a different fabric from Fabric Godmother. When I got home, couldn't stop thinking about this beautiful fabric, so I went online and I bought some. And it is a, what did they say it was called? It's a viscose linen from Fabric Godmother, and it's a pink background, and it's got fruits all over it. So it's got bananas and lemons and strawberries and pineapples and cherries. It's so beautiful. And my plans for this fabric, it's been pre-washed, so it has frayed a little bit at the top. If I hold it up, you can see it's got a beautiful amount of sort of drape and movement, and it's really floaty. So my plans are to turn it into a pair of wide leg trousers. So either the Closet Core picture trousers, because I'm absolutely loving that pattern at the moment, or I'm going to sew up the McCall's pattern, which I shared last weekend, which is that wide legged pattern, which again, I absolutely loved, and I sewed that up loads last year and I still love it. It's one of those patterns that I think I'll just continue to sew up in lots of different fabrics, because I've been enjoying wearing the trousers recently as the weather's been getting a bit warmer. How beautiful is that fabric though? Absolutely stunning. This is from one of their new collections, so I'll link it down below if you want to go and get some. It's such a lovely fabric. Pink's not normally my colour. It's not normally a colour that I go to, having said that I am wearing pink, but I am increasingly drawn to pink at the moment. So I'm really looking forward to getting that sewn up. I need to get it cut out and decide which pattern I'm going to go for. It's such a pretty fabric. And then the next one, as soon as I saw this shared on the Grid Fabrics Instagram stories, I went and bought it immediately. The colours are striking, so pretty. All these beautiful, I think they're tulips all over. Now this is called a linen cotton fabric, and it's quite a lightweight fabric. I know exactly what I'm going to turn this into, because as soon as I saw it, I thought it would make a really stunning shirt dress. So I'm going to use the Lyra shirt dress from Tilly and the Buttons. I think this is just going to make such a beautiful shirt dress. And because it's a cotton fabric, I'm going to get a really crisp collar. I need to think about what colour to do the buttons. It's such a lovely lightweight fabric as well. I think it's going to be perfect for the summer. So I'm going to sew up the version with the short sleeves, and I'm going to sew up the version that's got the tiered skirt as well. I think it's stunning. I'm very, very excited about that project. As soon as it arrived, it went in the wash. So it's all ready. I've ironed it and it's all ready to be cut out and then sewn up into a beautiful shirt dress. Very excited about that. If they've got any of that fabric left, I'll link it down below. And then the next fabric, this was from New Craft House. Now I have cut this out and I'm hoping I can get this sewn up this evening, because they don't take too long to sew up. So I've only got offcuts of this beautiful fabric, but this is a Liberty Lycra fabric. So it's like an activewear fabric. I love bright activewear, so I've got a pair of leggings that's in like a bright orange, and I just couldn't resist this fabric. It's absolutely stunning. It's got gorgeous flowers all over it. It's got a really good amount of stretch and recovery, and I've cut this out already to be a pair of Sew Over It Hubie leggings, and I'm very excited about getting that sewn up. They did have, last time I checked, a few pieces of their Liberty activewear fabric left on their website, so I'll link it down below if they've got this one left. They did have quite a lot of it when I bought it, but they had other colorways as well. If you're not up for a really bright fabric, they had some more muted fabrics still with those beautiful florals all over them. So I'm very excited about that. And then the final fabric, I saw this, loved it, resisted it, saw it again, couldn't resist it anymore, and it's from Hey So Sister, and it's got ponies or horses all over it on a cream background. It's so cute. So I'm going to use this to sew up a Tilly and the Buttons Drew sweater for myself, and I'm also going to make a matching one for Lola. I'm very excited. I think what I'm probably going to do, I've got some pink ribbing, so I think I'm going to use the pink ribbing for the neckband, and I might do colour block sleeve with pink just to match that lovely pink, and then pink for the hemband as well. I just love that fabric. I think it's so fun. I think it's going to make a really cute jumper, and I'm looking forward to matching with Lola. I think it'd be really fun to have matching jumpers. So I've got plans for that fabric. This was a loop back sweatshirting fabric, and I bought 2 meters of it. It's got a really good amount of stretch and recovery, and I think it's going to be a really comfortable jumper to wear as well, and it's going to go with my trousers that I've been sewing up recently, and I've got a couple of skirts in plain fabrics that I think this will go with too. So very excited about that one as well. And then I've got, I was going to say I've got a pattern to share with you, but I've already talked about it. It was the Mowgli pattern by I Am Patterns, but I've already given you all the details about that. I'll just pop a picture in just in case you can't remember what that looks like. and I will link it down below. And then I've also just bought yesterday, BF Patterns have released a new bag. It's called the Mia Messenger bag, and I snapped this up instantly. They've currently got, I think it's 25% off the pattern, but that's a short discount whilst they released it. So I'd hurry if you want to buy it at a discounted price, and I'll link it down below. But yeah, it's called the Mia Messenger bag. It looks like a really lovely like crossover bag. You don't have to wear it as a crossover bag though. You can just wear it on your shoulder. It's got a secure zipper at the top, and then there's an option to put a magnetic snap closure at the top as well. It's got 2 front pockets. It's fully lined, and they say that you can fit a small laptop or tablet inside the bag, and it's got a really wide comfy strap as well. In terms of fabric recommendations, they recommend medium to heavyweight fabrics, a woven fabric like a denim, canvas, twill or faux leather. I've got a couple of pieces of faux leather that I thought might work really nicely for the Mia Messenger bag, so I may dig them out and give that a little try. And then they also suggest that you use a lightweight cotton fabric for the lining, like a poplin. So I'm looking forward to giving that pattern a try. I've just sent it off to get copy shop printed at the fold line. I really like using the fold line because I like the weight of the paper, and you also get the envelope for free included when you get copy shop patterns printed. So as soon as that's arrived, I'm going to go through my stash and see what fabrics will work really nicely for the Mia Messenger bag. So the next thing I wanted to share was a sewing challenge which is going to be starting in April, and it's called the Sew April Blouse Challenge, and the hashtag is #SewAprilBlouse25. It's hosted by Tamlin, who is Sewn On the Tyne, and Gabrielle, who is Cloth Edit. The idea behind it is that we're encouraged to sew a blouse throughout the month of April. You can post anytime between the 1st and the 30th of April, with the 30th of April being the deadline. You can enter more than once, and it's open worldwide. I'll link all the information to their social media pages so you can find out more information, because they've just started releasing sponsors and then just some posts that have got a bit more information. But the idea basically is to sew up a blouse and then share it on Instagram. You can share sneak peeks, or you can start posting blouses that you've made from the 1st of April up to the 30th of April as well. So I'm looking forward to joining in with that challenge. I have actually got a couple of things that I would like to get cut out and sewn up as part of that challenge, which I'll talk about in a second. And then the next thing I wanted to mention was the lovely Jess, who is So Much More. She's got a fabric shop, has just released her first YouTube video. So I'll link her channel down below. It'd be great if we could all go and give her a little follow. I remember what it feels like to release a video and also start on YouTube. So her first video is all about some fabrics that are new to the shop, so new spring fabrics. And what I really loved about her video was, and Sew Me Sunshine do this quite often when they're talking about different fabrics, is that she's shared the fabrics, but she's also shared some pattern suggestions to go with the fabrics as well. So do head over and give Jess a little follow. And I'm really excited to watch more of her videos too. So the last thing I wanted to share was some sewing plans. Now, I'm not expecting to get these sewn up in the next couple of weeks. I've got another week left of school, then we go away for a week, and then we've got a week of Easter before we go back. And then the summertime is always really hectic for me. But I do like to have projects cut out, ready to go, so that if I do get time, I can just make a start on a project and I've got something to work on over a couple of weeks. So I've got the Sew April Blouse Challenge in my mind, and I remembered that I can't remember when it was, but one of the Dream Wardrobe boxes not too long ago, we got this beautiful strawberry fabric. Again, it's pink and red and green, which I'm absolutely loving at the moment. I think it was a viscose linen. I haven't even pre-washed this. I literally took it out, loved it, and I think I was just super busy at the time. But the pattern that we got with it was, oh, it was the April 24. So I've had this for a whole year. So I think now is the time. This is the kick up the bum I need to just get it sewn up. So we got the Raider blouse, I think it's called. That's what it looks like, and that's what it's called. I don't know how to say that. And it's by Madswick Patterns. I might sew up either A or B. I haven't quite decided. When I've seen Josie wearing this, because she's made the blouse in this beautiful fabric, I think she's sewn up A with the buttons down, and that's the version that I absolutely love. It's got different sleeve lengths as well. So I need to have a little look in more detail at that pattern and then decide which version I'm going to sew up. But that's one blouse that I definitely want to get sewn up in April, because I've had that for so long. Now is the time to get it sewn up. I can't believe it's been a year since I got that in the Dream Wardrobe box. And then the latest Dream Wardrobe box that came also had a blouse pattern in it. Just going to remind myself of what it was called. It was the Paulette by Fibre Mood. I put a picture in of what it looks like. And we got these beautiful fabrics to turn into the Paulette. So I definitely want to get that sewn up as well. And then there's a new pattern coming from Tilly and the Buttons, and I think this might count as a blouse, but I'm going to have a go at sewing that up as well. That's being released next week. So hopefully next weekend I'll have a couple of versions to share with you. But I've cut it out in this cotton poplin from Hey So Sister, and then I had this fabric in my stash for ages. It's got little cocktail glasses all over it, and I think I might have got that from First for Fabrics years and years and years ago, like when I first started sewing, so probably about 6 or 7 years ago. So I've got that cut out ready to go. I talked about this pattern ages ago, but it's the Agatha by Fibre Mood, and I've got the gorgeous stained glass jersey from First for Fabrics cut out ready to go, so I'm hoping to get that sewn up soon. And then I've also got cut out this beautiful fabric from Sew Me Sunshine, which was gifted, and I have cut out the Hortense, which is a Fibre Mood pattern, and that's got a really gorgeous like sheared bodice detail, so I'm really excited about getting that sewn up as well. So lots of projects cut out, and I'm very optimistic with my plans. I've also got 2 pairs of Hubie leggings cut out, one in like a sage green activewear fabric, and that's for Rubes, and then the Liberty activewear fabric, and I'm going to sew a pair up for myself as well. So I'm hoping that I can get the leggings sewn up, and I'm hoping I can get the new pattern from Tilly and the Buttons sewn up hopefully in the next week, and then I've got some things to share with you next weekend. And then I definitely would like to get this beautiful tulip fabric cut out in the Lyra shirt dress. So lots and lots of plans, lots and lots of ideas as usual. So that was everything I wanted to share with you today. I hope you've enjoyed hearing what I've been getting up to, seeing some of the beautiful fabrics I've been buying, and hearing some of my plans. If you've enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would really love it if you could hit that subscribe button, because you'll get notified of when I bring out my next video. Thank you as always for watching. Take care, and I'll be back soon with another video. Bye.